So, I know a lot of you guys are online dating. I know I have been myself just since Valentine's Day. And so you can consider this story a public service announcement because, oh my goodness, did I get bamboozled. So, not quite catfished, but ends up this was not someone who I could trust at all. So, take this and use it for your own safety. But so I met this guy, and since I don't want to get beat, let's just call him Charles. We'll just keep this guy anonymous. Anyways, total gentleman, super charming, everything like I thought, I was looking for. He took me out on my birthday. We just had like a great time, like carried my food to the car, like opened the door for me, gave me the sweetest hug, like little dry peck on the cheek, nothing like trying to palm me down. So I was like, wow, this guy is like too good to be true. So he had even gone as far as saying that he wanted to hire me. He showed his colleagues my resume and my portfolio, said they were like super impressed with all of my skills. And so he had asked me to help him organize some of his events and market them, including like doing a flyer and a couple logos and stuff like that, talking about putting me on the payroll and flying me out to different places. And, even though his home base is in Atlanta, that he would be here in the Bay Area several times. He was here for 3 weeks, even though I got to only see him for 2 hours. Anyways, things started to get a little shady. So I started to pick up that he was only like calling me for a few minutes at a time. Not long enough for me to ever ask him any probing questions. I mean, we did have a 2-hour lunch where he did tell me some stuff. Like, he had lived in Florida and bought some property there, and then he'd moved to Atlanta 2 years ago. So, anyways, like, he seemed genuine. He was a total charmer, super attractive. Oh my gosh. Like, tall, dark, handsome. Just what I look for. And so I was so just excited to meet someone who even just prayed over our food. And I mean, he just seemed to like have it all. Anyways, he started to like contact me less and less, which usually happens because these dudes online are like dating multiple people at a time, and you never know like who they got on the side or whatever's going on. And so, anyway, the other day, he sends me information for 4 more flyers to do. And I'm like, hold up, wait, I haven't even gotten paid for the flyer and the 2 logos that I did for you already. Like, can you send me information on the actual organization that you work for? Can you like tell me if you're putting me on the payroll? Is there information that I need to fill out? What about a W-2 form? Like anything, just give me some info. Like, I need the 411, right? He calls me up and he's like all pissed off, and he's just like, I don't have time in my busy day to answer all your questions, and why are you questioning me anyway, and da-da-da-da-da-da. I mean, it was just like, whoa, dude, like, all I want to know is who I'm doing work for. Is that too much to ask? Seriously. So, anyways, he gets really pissed off, drops the F-bomb. This is Mr. Gentleman Charming, and I'm seeing like a whole new side of him that I've never seen before, which really shocked me. And he's all, I'll call you later. Click. And I'm like, whoa. So then I texted him and I said, you know what? Don't bother calling me later. I'm done. So at this point, I'm thinking, haven't gotten paid for the work that I've done. now he wants me to be doing a whole bunch of other stuff for him. Now, instead of putting me on the payroll, he said I would be working for him. And I'm talking, this man was like, babe, can you like wake me up in half an hour, call me up and be my personal alarm? I'm like, dude, I've met you for 2 hours. You want me to be like your personal like assistant? Like, what's going on here? Anyways, most of the people that know me know I have a huge network of friends and that I have connections. And so I was able to get connected with a professional background check. So I use a friend of a friend's login and I look him up, and he's one of the first ones on the top of the list. And I put in Atlanta, Georgia, aka for Charles, who is not Charles. Anyway, ends up nothing he's said to me except for his age is true. Not only has he never lived in Florida, he's never lived in Atlanta, and he lives in the Bay Area this entire time and has been lying to me. I mean, to the point of saying, oh, I gotta get on a plane, babe, and I don't know when I'll be back, but I'll be back soon. And he still contacts me every day. And then at night, he's like, the time difference is too much. Like, I can't talk to you. The time difference is like too long. I'll hit you up tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. And I'm such a sucker because I'm so trusting. I mean, way too trusting. Anyways, I'm like shocked by all this. Like, so then he starts calling me. Send me your invoice, which I knew was a bunch of BS because I know he's not going to pay me. And he's like, I need the artwork you did. Well, of course you need the artwork I did, even though I already sent it to him. So he's just like, we could do amazing things together. And I don't understand, like, why you're so angry. And I'm like, no, you don't understand why I'm so angry. But you know what? Public records are very telling about someone. And he was like, what are you talking about? I said, well, because I was feeling something was a little fishy. Something was a little shady going on. You just are a little too private. You are way too busy. I have never known anyone as busy as you. And if you were really like interested in me, I think you would make more than 2 hours in a 3-week time span to spend time with me and not flake on a two-day like get together that you had talked about all week long. So I told him, I was like, you've never lived in Florida. You've never lived in Atlanta. You live here in the Bay Area the whole time. And I have absolutely no reason to ever believe anything you have to tell me ever again. And he's like sputtering at this point. He just keeps trying to like, the lie just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning. Well, I haven't lived in Oakland since high school. And I said, oh, is that right? Is that why you still have a 510 area code? And then he says, oh, I just have that area code because of my kids. And I said, oh, so are you telling me that you had all of your kids in high school? And he's like, I can't talk late. There's a time difference. And I said, as far as I recall, there is no time difference in the Bay Area. Hello, we live like an hour away from each other. Idiot. And I told him, I'm like, I may be blonde, but I'm a smart girl. And you are just looking like more and more of an idiot. So I just basically washed the whole thing because I knew that I wasn't going to get paid. And I told him, just don't contact me ever again. Because you are a fraud. And I don't deal or respect liars. So, just be careful, folks, because people can, I mean, this dude was good. He was good. I mean, I know I can be naive and a little too trusting, so my bad on that half. But smooth talkers and charmers and gentlemen and people who come off as like they're good Christian men, oh my goodness, did I just get played. Peace.